What is up, my fellow dabbers? We are here with a dope new product from a brand called TERPS, and that's the Chiller 2.0. Before I dive into the Chiller 2.0, I want you to know that I have a lot of different little refrigerators like this. I've tried the Terp cooler, I've tried the 710 Labs refrigerator thingy, I've tried random ones on Amazon. I've been trying to find the perfect fridge, and boy, I can tell you, this gets really close. So let's dive into why this TERPS Chiller 2.0 is quickly becoming in the top ranked coolers in my arsenal. On the outside, it really does look like a lot of those coolers we see on Amazon, but it's what's inside where it really picks up the features to nail down what we want as enthusiasts. Let's just start on the outside. It has a nifty little handle, and this might not seem like a lot, but this stops on the back of the cooler actually make the handle really nice to just flip down. Operation of the fridge is simple. There's a power button. You push this button to adjust your temperature up and down, and this has a low temperature of 39 degrees. Then, as we follow around on the outside, one of the awesome features the TERPS chiller has that actually trumps on my 710 cooler is this right here, which I know a lot of us in the community find really important, is user serviceable and replaceable batteries. And I know with the first version of the TERPS chiller, they sold separate batteries on their site, so you could have charged batteries ready to go for those all-day events. So now that we've talked about the outside, let's jump inside the cooler. With the other coolers I have, it's a whole lid that opens up where the display is on the middle of the lid, and the lid actually is a little heavy when that happens. The other thing, with a lid like that, the compartment for where to put the material is a lot shallower. Because the TERPS chiller really is for us enthusiasts, they deepened the bucket of which you could put so we can now fit baller jars. And that's one of the biggest differences of the TERPS chiller, is the way that they designed the inside of the fridge to be deep enough for our bigger jars. And for those of us that don't necessarily use bigger jars, they did include this very nice tray on the inside that can fit our favorite material just perfectly. Close it up, no problem. And this lid being deep inset there with a rubber gasket on the top, it really feels like it closes securely, which I like. And let's say that you have a lot of jars, or for myself, I use something like this, which is 710 Labs RSO or FSO. So what I'll do is I'll keep my jars in the bottom part where it's a little bit colder, and I'll use this basket for something like my FSO, or if I have edibles with me for the day, I'll put them in this top compartment so they're not so hard and hard to chew on when I pull them out of my cooler. Just like that, I'm ready to go out for the day with my heady stash with me, my favorite concentrates. I haven't done a full battery test with this yet, and really it's going to take a little bit of warm weather for me to really see how this holds up as an all-day, everyday chiller. I know that was one of the big problems I had with my 710 cooler, is that it just really couldn't handle being inside of my car on a hot day. I'll keep you updated on how the TERPS chiller handles the summer, but until then, this cooler has really been up there on the list for one of the better coolers that I've used. This is the box it came in. And inside the box was nothing super crazy, but they did provide this USB cable and charger with it. You'll need a 3 amp USB. This one did get a little hot. I will be upgrading this brick, but mostly it is really nice that it is USB chargeable, even though you do have to carry around this separate cable. But hopefully that USB cable won't be such a big deal when TERPS starts offering batteries that you can bring along. So that way you can just charge a battery before you leave the house, keep a fully charged battery inside the TERPS chiller, and leave the cable at home. So now that I've got everything ready to go for the day, thanks for watching, and as always, stay lifted. Psst, come hang out with us on Discord.